Namo Buddhaya. Have you ever felt an itch that just wouldn't go away? Most of us brush it off as a simple annoyance, maybe dry skin, an insect bite, or an allergic reaction. But what if there's more to it? What if that itch is your body's way of sending a spiritual message? This may sound surprising, but ancient Zen teachings suggest that itching could be a profound signal from your mind, body, and spirit. It's not just about scratching an itch. It's about tuning into a deeper message that could guide your path to inner peace and balance. This is the kind of wisdom that transcends the physical, and in today's story, we'll explore how an ordinary itch became a powerful symbol for spiritual growth and healing. Stay with us as we dive into a Zen story that reveals how a simple itch could hold the key to unlocking your true self. In an ancient Zen monastery, the wise monk Tetsuo gathered his disciples and spoke of the mysteries of life. Yet that day, his lesson was about something seemingly mundane: itching. The disciples were perplexed. What could itching have to do with spirituality? Tetsuo explained that while itching is often physical, it can also be a messenger from within. Sometimes it's our body trying to get our attention, not just because of an external cause, but because something deeper is out of balance. This itch might be a sign that our emotions, thoughts, or even our spiritual life needs addressing. From a broader perspective, we can all relate to those moments of unease in our lives when something just doesn't feel right. It's almost like an emotional itch, a sense that something in our world needs fixing or reevaluation. Could this be a nudge from the universe to realign our lives, thoughts, and feelings? Tetsuo shared a personal story of an itch that lingered despite treatment. It wasn't until he meditated on the sensation that he realized it stemmed from anxiety over a decision he hadn't made. This experience led to the discovery that sometimes our bodies are more in tune with our internal struggles than we realize. It serves as a reminder to listen carefully to what these seemingly small signals are trying to tell us. This raises an important question for all of us. How often do we ignore these signs? Whether it's a recurring physical sensation or a nagging thought, our body, mind, and spirit are always communicating with us. But how often do we take the time to listen? Let's think about the deeper implications of Tetsuo's story. Imagine you've had a persistent itch in your hands. You could think of it as nothing more than a physical problem, or you could reflect on what that itch symbolizes. Hands are often associated with action and creation. What if that itch is telling you that you're holding back from expressing your creativity? Or perhaps it's signaling that you're stuck in a situation where you're not using your full potential. Tetsuo told another story about Hiroshi, a young man tormented by constant itching in his hands. Doctors couldn't find the cause, and nothing seemed to help. Hiroshi eventually turned to Tetsuo for spiritual guidance. The monk revealed that Hiroshi's itching symbolized his deep dissatisfaction with life. He was stuck in a cycle of pursuing material success, never stopping to listen to what his soul truly desired. Hiroshi's itch wasn't about his skin. It was a spiritual signal that his hands, tools of action and creation, were begging for him to express his true passions. With this revelation, Hiroshi began exploring new activities: painting, gardening, writing, until he found his true calling: tending to nature. As his hands immersed in the earth, the itching subsided, replaced by a deep sense of joy and peace. The itch had guided him toward a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Think about it. How many of us have metaphorical itches, the kind that no doctor can diagnose? Maybe it's time to pause and ask ourselves what our body is trying to tell us. Is there an area of your life you've been ignoring? A decision you've been avoiding? An emotion that's been pushed down? Personal reflection on body-mind connection. This Zen teaching provides a beautiful perspective on how our physical sensations can mirror our emotional or spiritual state. In modern society, we are often so disconnected from our bodies, rushing from one task to another, that we miss these subtle messages. Let's take an example from everyday life. You're working on an important project, and suddenly you feel an itch on your face or head. Sure, it could be a minor irritation, but what if it's a sign that your mind is overwhelmed and needs a break? Or perhaps you're itching because there's something unresolved, an idea you've neglected to explore. Spiritual traditions around the world, from Buddhist mindfulness to yoga, emphasize the importance of listening to the body. This Zen story is a reminder to pay attention to the signals that our body, mind, and spirit send us. These signals might seem trivial at first glance, but they could be the key to unlocking our path to growth, healing, and self-realization. Specific examples from the middle of the story. As Tetsuo mentioned, certain areas of the body can hold symbolic meanings. Here are a few examples to consider in your own life. Itchy hands, often a sign of desire for change or creation. If your hands itch, it could be your spirit telling you to take action, to stop procrastinating, or to engage in something creative. Itchy feet, a symbol of restlessness or the need for grounding. It could be a call for stability or a sign that you need to embark on a new journey, whether literal or figurative. Itchy head. This often reflects mental overload or confusion. If your head is constantly itchy, maybe it's time to step back, clear your thoughts, and find clarity on a specific matter. These examples aren't just about physical sensations. They reflect the deep connection between our body and inner self. The lesson here is profound. The itch is a messenger, an invitation to look inward. Whether it's a physical itch or a metaphorical one, it's a reminder that something within you needs attention, healing, or transformation. Our lives are filled with these signals, but it's up to us to pause and listen. By paying attention to these seemingly small signs, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of who we are and what we need. Like Tetsuo's disciples, we can learn to see physical sensations as more than mere discomforts. They are powerful tools for spiritual growth and self-discovery. The next time you feel an itch, stop and ask yourself, what is my body, mind, or spirit trying to tell me? You might just discover that it's the key to unlocking a new chapter of your journey toward peace and balance. If this perspective has opened your mind to new possibilities, consider subscribing to our channel for more content that blends ancient wisdom with modern insights for spiritual growth. Together, let's explore the messages our bodies and spirits are sending us, one itch at a time.